Good day, grade 8 learners! We are now in quarter 4, week 1 of Mathematics 8, and it is entitled Theorems on Triangle Inequality. In this video, we only have one objective. It is to illustrate theorems on triangle inequalities. These theorems are Exterior Angle Inequality Theorem, Triangle Inequality Theorem, and Hinge Theorem. Now, are you ready? Before we start discussing those theorems, let us first know what are the properties of inequality. These are the additional property of inequality, subtraction property of inequality, multiplication property of inequality, division property of inequality, transitive property of inequality, trichotomy, and replacement property of inequality. The first is addition property of inequality, or API. It states that if A is greater than B and C is greater than or equal to D, then it is safe to say that A plus C is greater than or equal to B plus D. Next is subtraction property of inequality. State that if A is greater than B and C is greater than or equal to D, then A minus positive C is greater than or equal to B minus D. Next is multiplication property of inequality, or MPI. States that A is greater than B and C is greater than 0, then AC is greater than BC. Also, if A is greater than B and C is less than 0, then AC is less than BC. Next is division property of inequality, or DPI. If A is greater than B and C is greater than 0, then A over C is greater than B over C. Next is trichotomy. It states that for any two real numbers A and B, only one statement holds true in the following. It can be A greater than B, or A is equal to B, or A is less than B. Last is replacement property of inequality. States that if A is greater than B plus C and C is equal to D, then A is greater than B plus D. Now let's move on to the first theorem. This is the exterior angle theorem. First, let's define what is exterior angle. So the exterior angle of a triangle is the angle which forms a linear pair with an interior angle of a triangle. So we have here angle ABC, and to determine what's an exterior angle, let's extend one side of a triangle. So let's extend side AC. Then, as you can see, we can form another angle, which is angle 4, and that angle form is the exterior angle. And angle 2 and angle 1, those are the remote interior angles. So what are remote interior angles? So when we say remote interior angles, are those that don't share a vertex or a corner of a triangle with the exterior angle. So in here, our exterior angle is angle 4. Therefore, the remote angles or remote interior angles are angle 2 and angle 1. So exterior angle theorem states that the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measure of the two non-adjacent interior angles of a triangle. When we say non-adjacent interior angles of the triangle, it is also known as remote interior angles. So, to simplify this, the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measure of the two remote interior angles. So let's explain this via example. So example, find the values of x and y in the triangle on the right. So solution, the exterior angle is 92 degrees, and let's find what's the value of x and y using exterior angle theorem. So x plus 50 is equal to 92. So x and 50, those are the remote interior angles, and the exterior angle is 92. And the sum of the remote interior angles is equal to the measure of the exterior angle. So x plus 50 is equal to 92. Then by using subtraction property of equality, let's subtract both sides by 50. So it leads us to the answer, or the equation x is equal to 92 minus 50. And 92 minus 50, that is 42. Therefore, the value of x is 42. Now, let's find the value of y. Since the angle forms a linear pair, y and 92 degrees forms a linear pair. And when I say linear pair, though the sum is 180 degrees. Y plus 92 is equal to 180. Then, let's subtract both sides of the equation by 92. And y is equal to 180 minus 92, and 180 minus 92, that is 88. Therefore, the value of y is 88. Now, using exterior angle theorem, we find out the values of x and y. Let us move on to triangle inequality theorem. So triangle inequality theorem states that in a triangle, the sum of the lengths of any two sides is greater than the length of the third side. So in the following figure, the following inequalities hold. We have here a triangle, and the measure of the triangle are C, B, and A. So side C, side B, and side A, those are the measures of the sides of the triangle. So triangle inequality theorem, the sum of the lengths of any two sides should be greater than the length of the third side. So it can be A plus B, it should be greater than C, or A plus C, it should be greater than B, or B plus C, it should be greater than A to form a triangle. Now let's have an example. Let's check whether it is possible to have a triangle with the given side lengths 7, 9, and 13. So let's add the two sides, and it should be greater than the third side. So first one, 7 plus 9, it should be greater than 13. 7 plus 9, that is 16. Yes, 16 is greater than 13. How about the next one? Let's add 7 and 13, it should be greater than 9. 7 plus 13, that is 20, and 20 is greater than 9. Okay, correct. How about 13 plus 9? It should be greater than 7. So 13 plus 9, that is 22, and it is greater than 7. Therefore, 7, 9, and 13, it forms a triangle. So the set of sides satisfy the triangle inequality theorem. These lengths form a triangle. Next, let's check whether it is possible to have a triangle with a given side lengths 4, 8, 15. So let's add two sides, and it should be greater than the third side to form a triangle. So in here, let's add 4 and 8. So 4 and 8, that is 12, and it is less than 15. Therefore, it won't satisfy the triangle inequality theorem, and the set of the sides does not satisfy the triangle inequality theorem. So this length do not form a triangle. So a triangle with the side 4, 8, and 15 does not exist. Next, let's move on to the Hinge Theorem. So Hinge Theorem states that if two sides of one triangle are congruent to the two sides of the another triangle, and the included angle of one is larger than the included angle of the other triangle, then the third side of one triangle is longer than the third side of the other triangle. So let's analyze the Hinge theorem. So the first statement said, if two sides of one triangle are congruent to the two sides of the another triangle, so we have here two triangles. We have triangle XYZ and triangle ABC, and side XY is congruent to the side AB of the other triangle. Also, the segment XZ is congruent to the segment AC. So the two sides are congruent to each other. Then the second statement, and the included angle of one is larger than the included angle of the other triangle. In here, angle X and angle A are the included angles, and angle X is less than the measure of angle A. Then, the third side of a triangle is longer than the third side of the other triangle. Therefore, the third side of the first triangle, which is YZ, the third side is YZ, and the other triangle, the third side is BC. Now, using the Hinge theorem, we can determine that YZ is less than BC because angle X is less than angle A. So that is the Hinge theorem. Another example. We have here two triangles, YES and triangle NOT. So given YE is 7 cm and NO is also 7 cm, YS is 9 cm and also NT is 9 cm, but angle Y is greater than angle N. Therefore, by using the Hinge theorem, we can say that ES or segment ES from the first triangle is greater than the segment OT of the second triangle. Now, how about the sides are given, and let us determine if the angle is greater than the other angle of the second triangle, or the included angles is greater than the included angle of the second triangle. So we have here triangle LOS and triangle WIN. So segment LO is 7 cm. Also, segment WI is also 7 cm. Segment LS is 9 cm. Also, segment WN is 9 cm. But the third side is from the first triangle, segment OS is equal to 6 cm, and the other triangle, which has a side of IN, that is equal to 3 cm. Let us find if angle L is blank to the angle W, which is greater, angle L or angle W. So, if your answer angle L is greater than angle W, you got it right. And those are the topic of week 1 of Mathematics grade 8. For the reference in this video, this is the SDO Tarlac Province Mathematics 8 Compendium of Notes. So that's all for the Mathematics 8 week 1. See you again in the next video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And that's all. Goodbye and have a great day.